In the depths of a mountain range, a strange radiance glowed in the night. It wasn't some celestial scene, but a delicate, jade-like branch. From this branch emanated a gentle, pulsating warmth. Yuziyu had blacked out from choking on water and woke up confused in the wilderness. His once human form had transformed into that of a tree, leaves and all. At first, he dismisses it as a dream, but soon realizes the truth. Yuziyu's gaze fell upon a gentle willow bathed in a soft green glow. Convinced it was a dream, he tried to go back to sleep but couldn't. To his astonishment, he had transformed into the very willow he had been admiring. He recalled only drinking water before choking to death and pondered whether he had been transmigrated. But this transformation was far from the cool Appo with a harem he had envisioned. With no limbs or hands, he felt utterly powerless. Surprisingly, Yuziyu discovered he had a vision and a strange sense of smell. His surroundings revealed a massive canyon wedged between towering mountains. Among his numerous branches, only one could move. Frustration set in as his immobility wore on him. Suddenly, a distant monster's howl sent shivers down Yuziyu's non-existent spine. Anxiety gripped him. A woodpecker's arrival fueled his anxiety, fearing a swift demise. Yet an airplane's roar temporarily distracted him. As Yuziyu's attention shifted, two bees entered his field of vision. Annoyance surged, leading to their demise and earning him evolution points. With newfound abilities, a mysterious blue screen materialized, revealing his evolving status. Yuziyu chose to strengthen his branches. Days turned to months as Yuziyu honed his skills. Though he couldn't reach a distant rock, his branches improved significantly. Their synchronized strikes compressed the air, obliterating the rock half a meter away. With this power, he could deceive enemies about distance and execute swift kills. Half a month's growth transformed Yuziyu into a towering figure. He reveled in the energy he absorbed through his roots, along with the unique trait, longevity. Dreaming of becoming a world tree, he understood that as his evolution points accumulated. Unexpectedly, his calmness was shattered by the sharp and continuous bird songs emanating from Yuziyu's body. In a nest perched atop a branch triangle, there are 8 fledglings chirped frantically. To his delight, they were Iasses of peregrine falcons, a medium-sized raptor known for its impressive attributes, a body length of 41 to 50 km, and a wingspan of 95 to 115 cm. These birds were capable of breathtaking dives at speeds of 270 to 360 km/h, leaving even the fastest land animal, the cheetah, which could manage only 120 km/h. This world, a realm dominated by the skies, stood in stark contrast to his previous life. In this new reality, Yuziyu found himself lacking aerial combat skills. However, a spark of hope ignited within him as he contemplated the possibility of taming these falcons and enlisting their aid. If successful, he could harness their power to navigate this unfamiliar world. With his fate sealed in this second chance at life, Yuziyu resolved to confront the perils ahead with unwavering determination. Survival in this perilous realm was his only option, and he would give it his all. Meanwhile, creatures like tempest wolves, colossal ants, a spider queen, a gorilla, and an axe snake undergo evolution. Yuziyu's hunt yields 0.6 evolution points from a wild rabbit, raising his total to 0.9. Feeding the rabbit to 8 birds turns his stomach as their gruesome feast unfolds. Unexpectedly, Yuziyu gains an evolution point by accepting sunlight's embrace, which he strengthens all 50 branches of his being. Now he must focus on enhancing the crucial elements of his existence, the tree roots and the trunk. The importance of tree roots becomes evident as Yuziyu discovers that fortifying them demands a significant investment of 1 evolution point. Intrigued by the newfound potential, he contemplates the possibility of unrestricted mobility through enhanced roots. However, the path to this power proves agonizing as excruciating pain courses through him during the strengthening process. The pain is so intense that Yuziyu's branches tremble uncontrollably, but he persists in enduring it. Eventually, the tree root becomes stronger, transforming into a jet-black python under Yuziyu's control. This astonishing transformation leaves Yuziyu stunned. He had previously attempted to extract his main roots from deep underground, only to be met with indescribable pain that nearly tore his soul apart. As Yuziyu buries the longest exposed root back into the ground, an unexpected revelation startles Yuziyu. In the dense forest, fiery red eyes caught Yuziyu's attention as he examined a wounded red fox. Yuziyu cautiously touches the fox with a root and notices its blackened wound, suspecting poison. The notion of gaining evolution points intrigued him, but he couldn't let it become prey for peregrine falcons. The system revealed the branch liquid's remarkable properties: detoxification, stopping bleeding, and energy recovery. If he used it, the branch would lose its potency. With this knowledge, Yuziyu resolved to save the fox from its poison, and then harvest it for both evolution points and meat. As the liquid worked its magic, the fox's condition improved, and Yuziyu felt like a healer. Just as he was about to strike, the fox surprised him by approaching a willow tree. Confused by this audacity, Yuziyu held back. His anger faded when the fox emitted a sharp cry, and he couldn't help but find it adorable. In an instant, the fox was ensnared by a thick arm-like black root that emerged from the ground. Yuziyu couldn't help but admire the fox's crystal-clear eyes and soft fur, even in its desperate state. Suddenly, the once ordinary red fox undergoes a mutation, its crimson fur now ablaze with radiant beauty and strength. A mysterious status screen hovers above the transformed red fox, mirroring Yuziyu's own. This captivating fox was not only strong but also possessed an increasingly brilliant gleam in its eyes, resembling rising flames. Ziyu's focus sharpened as if he had sensed something crucial. At this moment, Ziyu experiences a significant development as he checks his own status. His level has ascended to stage 9 as a beginner, a remarkable 5 levels above the red fox. It becomes evident that essence not only mends wounds but also expedites a creature's evolution. As Ziyu continues to progress, he gains deeper insight into his own abilities, using them as a gauge to measure the distance between himself and potential adversaries. He contemplates the possibility of reaching higher ranks, perhaps even the pinnacle of immortality. Yuziyu senses his life's trajectory advancing towards godhood within this world. Curious about the fox's presence, he queries whether it seeks refuge from humans due to the potential worth of its fur. Observing an arrow wound on the fox's body, Ziyu begins to unravel the mysteries of this newfound connection. Yuziyu aimed to maintain a low-profile existence until he grew stronger. Unexpectedly, the fox bolted as 2 young girls approached. Startled, Yuziyu concealed himself further. Confused, he pondered the purpose of their visit. Their simple words, "Papa, we have come to see you," left him confused. The girls placed fruits and water by a willow tree, offering silent prayers. Yuziyu couldn't fathom that their father rested beneath his roots. After their prayer, one girl reached for an apple, while Yuziyu remained hidden, still confused. Soon the girls hurriedly ran to a nearby lake for a shower, leaving Yuziyu to cautiously observe their actions from the shadows. In the aftermath, Yuziyu remained hidden behind a tree, secretly sneaking the 2 girls. 2 girls enjoy a bath in the nearby lake, their voices echoing through the serene landscape. Frustration mounts within Yuziyu as obstructed branches obscured his view, prompting him to consider adjusting his position. Suddenly, panic overcame him as the girls drew near. Meanwhile, a red fox slumbered nearby. The girls eventually departed, warning against their return. Yuziyu, his cheeks flushed. As another week slips away, the seemingly tranquil canyon conceals its share of perils. A fierce battle unfolds between a mutated golden eagle and a red fox. The intensity culminates in the red fox's demise at the talons of the golden eagle. With the grace of a waterfall, Yuziyu launches a surprise attack. The golden eagle succumbs to his assault, marking Yuziyu's victory over the stage 7 mutant. He gains plus 70 evolution points. He confides that the eagle has been lurking in the skies for a whole week, seemingly scheming to ambush him. Finally, the golden eagle falls to his tactics. Yuziyu now understands the importance of concealing his aura, realizing that this eagle might have been drawn here by it. A stage 7 golden eagle is formidable enough, but facing one of his own stages could prove fatal. The urgency to strengthen himself becomes evident to Yuziyu. In this canyon, he is aware that there are creatures capable of killing him, so he cannot afford to be careless. In a world where strength is paramount, Yuziyu faces a daunting challenge. With only 70 evolution points to his name, he seeks to empower not only himself but also his loyal companions, the red fox and 8 peregrine falcons. The falcons have reached beginner stage 3, while the fox stands at stage 4, but the journey to the next level awaits them all. Gratitude fills Yuziyu's heart for the unwavering dedication of his animal friends. Yet their aspirations for growth push them to seek the elixir of life to hasten their evolution. And if you want to evolve too, make sure to like and subscribe this video. Just when hope seems within reach, a disastrous event happens. An imposing war axe snake reemerges. Unaware of the lurking danger, Yu Ziyu delves into the war axe snake's attributes and recognizes the imminent threat. Simultaneously, the enraged red fox challenges the serpent, its recklessness evident. Yu Ziyu strives to pacify the fox, well aware of the snake's deadly potential. The threat escalates when the war axe snake devours half of Yu Ziyu's branches, only to recoil in shock. A retaliatory strike looms, but the willow tree prevents it with resolute roots. Enraged and fixated on Yu Ziyu, the snake employs its tail as a lethal weapon. But Yu Ziyu's swiftness prevails as he seizes the snake firmly, seizing an opportunity to target its vulnerable underbelly. The willow tree's assault strikes true, creating a small fracture, not enough to pierce, but enough to anger the snake. Another root attack from Yu Ziyu compels the snake's attention elsewhere, prompting it to flee. Yu Ziyu deploys his branches in pursuit, but the serpent proves too swift. With death looming, Yu Ziyu's resolve strengthens, reluctantly allowing the war axe snake to escape, aware of the looming threat it poses. His decision was guided by the realization that becoming truly powerful required time and patience. The snake, once nourished by Yu Ziyu's energy, posed a future threat. As he stood surrounded by his loyal companions, Yu Ziyu felt the weight of his decision. His core staggered on the brink of collapse, and just his hope seemed lost. Suddenly, a system message appeared, offering him the chance to evolve. In the wake of his journey, Yu Ziyu's progression followed a predictable path, from rank 1 to rank 2, then rank 3, and so on. Each rank represented formidable strength, but Yu Ziyu harbored a burning desire to surpass them all. He yearned to avoid facing such dire circumstances again. Embracing evolution, Yu Ziyu undergoes a transformative experience. As the process commences, a surge of energy courses through him, causing birds to scatter into the sky while a vigilant red fox observes. His body expands rapidly, necessitating two people to encircle this colossal form in the blink of an eye. The transformation persists as Yu Ziyu's branches reach skyward vibrant and radiating star-like glimmers. Concurrently, the red fox and peregrine falcons undergo their own evolutions, seemingly influenced by the shimmering light. With an unspoken command, Yu Ziyu directs the falcons to locate the war axe snake's whereabouts. Impressed by their swiftness, he ponders their potential to pierce creatures like the golden eagle. Simultaneously, the red fox's energy emanates, and it takes on an incandescent appearance as if bathed in flames. Yu Ziyu sought his status panel, anticipating newfound skills and attributes after reaching rank 1. Suddenly, a desperate cry for help echoes. Two girls seeking solace beneath the willow tree now face relentless pursuit by different creatures. Yu Ziyu guessed that these creatures were drawn by the radiance of evolution light. Their predatory instincts awakened. The relentless chase met an unexpected halt when a mutated red fox intervened. A formidable alliance formed as the red fox and peregrine falcons swiftly dispatched the encroaching creatures, offering help to the imperiled girls. With the immediate danger quelled, Yu Ziyu directed his newfound allies and the girls to step back. He unfastened his roots from the earth, preparing for a confrontation with the relentless pursuers. Taking position, he readied himself to eliminate the oncoming threat. Meanwhile, the sight of the colossal willow tree in motion stunned the girls. One trembled in shock, while the other lost consciousness. Despite the creatures closing in on the willow tree, with calculated precision, Yu Ziyu lashed out, and each strike delivered a lethal blow to the creatures. Every fallen creature contributed to his growing cache of evolution points. In the wake of the battle, Yu Ziyu effortlessly dispatched various creatures. Amidst the chaos, Yu Ziyu confronted a furious bull, though his attack was deftly blocked. Observing this, he contemplated sparing some of the stronger creatures and nurturing them, while the willow tree ensnared the others. As night fell, 8 creatures remained untouched by Yu Ziyu's fury. Nearby, 2 unconscious girls lay, and revealing his secret wasn't an option. Eliminating them risked branding him a demon tree, drawing unwanted attention. The idea of being confined in a zoo crossed his mind. Just then, the girls stirred with fear and confusion washing over them as they saw the menacing willow tree. Tears welled as its roots inched closer. Yu Ziyu etched words into the ground to communicate. The girls read the message, asking for the tree's name. Meanwhile, Hicho King thought the tree was a neighbor. Hicho Ling disagreed. She had only confided in their father about the encounter. In the wake of his growing restlessness, Yu Ziyu crafted a pair of hairpins from branches, without fully comprehending why. The weight of their father's burial beneath his roots stirred emotions within him, fear and an inexplicable connection. Time moved on, and Yu Ziyu placed one of the hairpins on He Ling, urging her to look after their little sister and forsake school for work. Grateful and regretful, Yu Ziyu watched He Ling shed tears. As the passage of time intertwined with extraordinary events, Yu Ziyu found his father's spirit merging with his own. 2 unexpected months passed, during which an airplane was inexplicably attacked by a group of crows, leaving no survivors and a gaping void in the sky. Over the vast ocean, a menacing darkness devoured an entire cruise ship. Simultaneously, He King was skeptical of fantastical tales and began acknowledging the existence of mysterious forces reshaping the world. It is known as spiritual energy in the East and magic in the West. These forces drove the evolution of life forms on Earth. Amidst these revelations, Yu Ziyu's heart stirred in He King's presence. He Ling bravely approached a pack of wolves, quieted by a red fox, and found joy as the wolves feasted obediently. Yu Ziyu appreciated He Ling's efforts, realizing his responsibility extended to 4 wolves, a white crane, and a mischievous monkey that required his expertise. Nearby, a docile bull contrasted with a noisy creature on a neighboring branch. Yu Ziyu pondered their presence in an unexpected location, remaining focused on opening the status window to embark on a new phase of enhancement. Yu Ziyu has secured the top rank and amassed 149 evolution points, bolstering his already formidable abilities. He gains 2 new skills with great potential for peaceful progression. Surprisingly, he invests 20 evolution points in activating the dense fog barrier and hallucinogenic abilities. While the latter is not rare, it holds unique secrets. Despite his newfound power, Yu Ziyu refrains from seeking revenge against the War Axe Snake, fearing the attraction of stronger adversaries. His determination remains unwavering, but patience is now his virtue. Elsewhere, He Ling searches for the vanished willow tree in eerie fog. To their surprise, Yu Ziyu emerges and instructs a red fox to escort them down the mountain, bound by secrecy to protect their family from experiments, even by kin. With gratitude, He Ling and He King embark on a thrilling journey on the red fox's back, finding safety and joy amidst the chaos of their previous encounter with menacing beasts. As night falls, Yu Ziyu embarks on a second round of evolution, sending ripples of unease among creatures in the vicinity. A rising torrent begins to shape the world, marking a significant shift in the balance of power. Meanwhile, the imposing wolves were consumed by hallucinations induced by the fog. The addition of hallucinogenic elements to the mist tricks creatures into perceiving fantastical visions. Meanwhile, the bull indulges in its own illusionary delight. Yu Ziyu finds himself with a meager 14 evolution points, insufficient to enhance his life force talent, which demands a substantial 50 points. His underground roots extend a staggering 100 meters, drawing in an endless reserve of spiritual energy from a river with a mysterious, intricate structure, which he dubs the Spiritual River. He decides to embed his roots further below. The peregrine falcons return, reporting their inability to locate the War Axe Snake that Yu Ziyu had previously damaged significantly. Frustrated, he commands them to persist in their search. Meanwhile, 4 incessantly barking wolves vex him, prompting him to discipline them. Unexpectedly, He Ling and He King intervene, soothing the wolves' wounds and quelling their agitation. The once noisy wolves transform into docile companions. As the group feasts on a captured bovine, Yu Ziyu seizes a peculiar bald-headed creature securing its limbs. To his surprise, He Ling offers a portion of the beef to the bald creature, fostering an unexpected camaraderie. In return, the bald creature shares an item with He Ling, who proceeds to treat the black bull to apples. In the midst of these evolving relationships, He King forms a connection with the wolves, emphasizing the symbiotic relationship between humans and creatures in this survival-driven world. Yu Ziyu begins to consider moments of relaxation. Unbeknownst to them, the imprisoned War Axe Snake silently plots within its cage. He Ling and He King's grandfather sternly advises them to avoid the secluded mountain. Ever since their father's passing, the sisters' laughter has been a rare sound. The grandfather couldn't understand their relentless trips up the mountain. Meanwhile, Yu Ziyu struggles with his meal. His focus is drawn to a red fox who soon departs to join the sisters once more. Over the past 2 weeks, their bond with the fox has grown stronger, surpassing Yu Ziyu's own. The reunion with the red fox fills the sisters with joy, prompting them to embark on a ride to the mountain. As King notices Ling's laughter, the latter carries a special fertilizer for the willow tree. Their goal? was to make their father's leaves greener and his trunk sturdier. Qiu Ling rises early to gather the ingredients, reveling in her father's love for sweet things, while Xiao King struggles with the pungent scent of the fertilizer. Suddenly, a massive war axe snake emerges, terrifying the sisters and the red fox. In a parallel struggle, peregrine falcons and Yu Ziyu face off against a swarm of aggressive bees. Yu Ziyu appreciates the bees as potential sources of evolution points, dispatching them with ease and accumulating 156 points. His diligent efforts have paid off, with the peregrine falcons now reaching beginner rank 7 and requiring 100 points for their next upgrade. Yu Ziyu accepts the challenge, witnessing the roots grow larger and turn black. This transformation astounds the nearby wolves, the bull, and the bald-headed creature. Yu Ziyu experiences excruciating pain, nearly losing control. The newfound power exceeds his expectations, sparking his curiosity about confronting rank 1 beasts. Yu Ziyu tests his level 2 strength by decimating numerous creatures in the jungle, even slaying a wild boar that once courted a mate with flowers. The level 2 power is formidable, transforming the landscape into a nightmarish realm. Yu Ziyu accumulates substantial gains, reveling in newfound wealth. The bald-headed creature growls, but Yu Ziyu warns it. In the aftermath, Yu Ziyu's anxiety deepens as the red fox and the sisters remain missing. A sudden appearance of a peregrine falcon prompts Yu Ziyu to command it in a search mission. Moments later, the red fox returns with its body covered in blood, leaving Yu Ziyu in shock. Using his life essence ability, he begins to heal the wounded fox. Slowly, the red fox starts to recover. Yu Ziyu desperately questions why only the fox has returned, demanding to know the whereabouts of the sisters. A war axe snake suddenly appears, with the sisters wounded and covered in blood. Yu Ziyu's anger escalates as he tries to save Qiu King from the snake's grasp. The snake takes her away and devours his tree branches, gaining strength. It attempts to destroy the willow tree but is forced to retreat as it becomes even stronger. Unexpectedly, the war axe snake retreated once again. Yu Ziyu continues to use life essence on Qiu King, but her vitality shows no improvement. Desperation sets in as he exhausts his evolution points. Meanwhile, the willow tree commands the wolves, the monkey, and the bald-headed creature to be silent. Despite Yu Ziyu's efforts, Qiu King's vitality remains unchanged. The wolves, the monkey, and bald-headed creature grow upset. Yu Ziyu reaches 0 evolution points. At the village hospital, Qiu Ling lies in bed with wounds. The doctor explains the village's limited medical capabilities and the severity of her condition due to poison. News arrives that Qiu King is missing, possibly eaten by beasts, which causes the old man to faint. A peregrine falcon observes from afar. Later, it reports to Yu Ziyu about Qiu Ling's dire situation. The bald-headed creature weeps upon hearing the news. Yu Ziyu reflects on how plants have feelings and respond to scolding, shock, and music. However, the concept of fury is new to him. Yizu Yi prepares his underlings for a fight as they embark on a hunt. If you enjoyed the recap, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell for a more epic recap. Until then, see you in the next one.